While the Tomachaw family stays busy year-round, October and November prove to be the busiest time of the year. With their corn maze and their pumpkin patch, they can expect 50 to 500 visitors a day during these months. Special needs groups like Yad B'Yad make it possible for Jewish adults who have a disability to take part in social groups and prepare for their milestone religious traditions. In Arizona, 16.5% of residents over the age of 25 don't have a high school education, a population that the Young People of Youth Build refuse to be a part of. For young Jewish adults, B'nai Mitzvahs mark a milestone in their religious journey. For those with a physical or mental disability, however, preparing for this rite of passage can be a challenge and sometimes impossible. But one community organization in Phoenix is giving those adults with special needs their opportunity.
I had to memorize my lines. I had to practice like 14 months ahead of time. But I was like a little nervous, but I still didn't let that stop me.
Nearly 10 years ago, Jesse Schneer and 7 of his peers made a significant step in their religious journey, making their B'nai Mitzvah at Temple High in Phoenix.
I went in and I did it, and I was proud, and I felt like this day was never gonna come. I was like crying with happiness. It's like I was shining. It's near the Western Pacific.
For Jesse and other Jewish adults with disabilities, opportunities like this weren't always possible. Becca Hornstein, who has an autistic son Joel, saw the need for a Jewish special needs community.
When I moved to the Phoenix area 28 years ago, I was really unhappy to find out that there were no accommodations that would permit him to be part of the Jewish community.
That's why Becca created the Council for Jews with Special Needs and Yad B'Yad. According to the U.S. Census, more than 546,000 people in Arizona ages 21 to 64 have a disability. Special needs groups like Yad B'Yad make it possible for Jewish adults with a disability to participate in social groups and take part in religious milestone traditions. Twice a month, members of Yad B'Yad gather together to focus on Jewish education and socialize, giving people like Jesse the opportunity to be fully engaged in the Jewish community.
I feel like I'm an adult, and I've earned the right, like I could go now hold the Torah. Those are very important, and I'm going to keep the tradition as long as I live.
Reporting in Phoenix, I'm Donyelle Kesler. A quarter-mile south of Bethany Road in Glendale lies a century-old gem.
I lived here all my life. I went to school, I went to college, I played football, I wanted to go on. I wanted to study medicine, but when my dad got sick, I was forced back to the farm to help him out.
The 4-generation family-owned Tomachaw farm has been in business for nearly 100 years. Since returning, Bill Tomachaw and his wife Gracie built their lives around the property, raising their 4 kids on the farm and changing their business to become more sustainable as the city grew.
I've seen the city move in all around. It used to be just a 2-lane road, so it's a farm in the city now.
While the Tomachaw family stays busy year-round, October and November prove to be the busiest time of the year. With their corn maze and their pumpkin patch, they can expect 50 to 500 visitors a day during these months.
With the sprawl of Phoenix growing and taking a lot of the farmland that I can't farm commercially, we're doing like what they call agritainment, the animals, stuff for the kids. According to the U.S. Census of Agriculture,
Arizona saw a 5.1% increase in the number of farms in the state from 2002 to 2007. And while a lot has changed on the Tomachaw farm over the last century, the sense of community and family has remained strong.
My son is 13 now, but I brought him out when he was about 5 years old.
As a former teacher, Deanna Watts brought her classes on field trips to the farm for years, and now volunteers daily educating visitors about the ins and outs of the property.
I've only been volunteering I'm going on 2 months now, and I feel, even the people I work with, everybody, it feels like family.
Reporting in Glendale, I'm Donyelle Kesler.
This makes you happy, like for building a home for a family.
19-year-old Lucas Munguia never pictured he'd be building houses. He also didn't think that he'd ever get a high school education.
I didn't have my GED. I know they help you out a lot, and I just wanted to get my carpenter stuff.
Youth Build Phoenix, a community development program that partners with Habitat for Humanity, helps out-of-school Phoenix youth ages 18 to 24 obtain their high school diplomas or GED. In exchange, the youth build energy-efficient homes around the valley. In 2007, the United States Census Bureau reported that in Arizona, 16.5% of residents over the age of 25 don't have a high school education, a population that the young people of Youth Build refuse to be a part of. That's why when they're not in the field, they're here at the Maricopa Skills Center, learning vocational trades that'll last a lifetime.
It makes an impact on their families, where their younger brothers and sisters want to get their GED. Knowing the dropout rate the way it is, this is something that individually might sound small, but it does make a ripple.
John Orozco, site foreman for Youth Build, says he sees youth come out of the program with a new outlook on life and goals for their future. Lucas, who's been out of the program for a year now, is currently interning with Habitat for Humanity, expanding his carpentry skills. Born and raised in Phoenix, he says he plans to stay in Arizona and continue carpentry.
Just build houses and go apply for the union, the carpenters union, and work my way up.
Reporting in Phoenix, I'm Donyelle Kesler.